Hey everybody, I'm Marshall with the Wall Street Journal here with my lovely wife Jennifer Krieger for the season finale of Game of Thrones Season 2. What'd you think?
Well, first of all, warning to our viewers, I am exhausted after a long flight this morning.
So this may be a short one too.
I'm going to be even less succinct and understandable than I was last week when I completely misread Joffrey's character.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I will never do that again. I completely concede to all of your very astute comments pointing to the fact that I was completely wrong. Some of you said it nicer than others, but...
So you're saying that I was right.
You were right.
I was right.
You were just beyond right. I think I was arguing just for the sake of arguing, but it was...
I'm not going to respond
yeah,
to that one.
that was a misguided attempt. But anyway, moving on to this...
What did you think?
It was what it needed to be. It was a perfect season finale, I think. I really loved it.
Well, it was setting up a lot of complications.
It set up a lot of complications, but it tied everything together.
Mm-hmm.
It had a huge feat to accomplish in doing all of that.
Yeah,
and it managed to do it in a very incredible amount of time. I mean, I really thought that they pushed the story forward. They tied up all these loose ends. They had some wonderful moments. Mm-hmm. Tyrion and Shay.
Yeah.
Oh, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then also just really the whole Daenery stuff.
Yeah, the Daenery stuff was finally...
For those of us who've been frustrated with that character, or just how they'd used her character.
Well, she was just basically like, I mean, wandering in the wilderness, essentially, for the entire season, like waiting to figure out what to do next, and she finally had this event that forced her to do something, and she... seized the opportunity. Well, I mean, she had to, but these two temptations that she was offered the throne and she didn't touch it. She was offered a family. She didn't.
Out.
Is it weird that I was totally thinking about the last temptation of Christ during that scene?
I think there was something very even when she spread out.
There was
a very Christ-like.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'd watch her eat a yogurt. I mean, she's just wonderful to watch on screen. She's got such an incredible face, but seeing her really take control of her plotline and her story.
Her destiny.
Her destiny was just... And the way she turned down those two temptations.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was incredible.
Also, just put some choice bits, because there's so many things to this episode. And I think, Greyjoy, what happened to Theon, his betrayal was great.
That was intense.
I mean, dumb move by Robb, choosing to marry that girl and totally breaking his vow. That can be interesting.
Well.
I don't know, I just think that there are so many ways that this finale could have gone wrong, but it had momentum. Like everything drove into the next scene really well, and
they chose to focus on the characters that they hadn't focused on the last season.
Yeah,
Cersei is sort of a non-presence.
You mean the last episode?
Last episode, sorry. Cersei was sort of a non-presence.
Yeah, exactly. They got the most out of her character last episode.
Exactly. And even Tyrion had a couple of scenes, but it was really, the scenes with Jon Snow were amazing.
When he steps up and he kills the guy so he can get in favor with the wildlings.
Now, what did you think of all the eyes? Because that I noticed
that
right
was
from
really
the beginning.
Cool.
They had the eyes reflecting there was two different eyes. It was the green eyes and then the blue eyes.
Well, was
and
that? No, it was Tyrion. I think wasn't that Tyrion's eye? It was like him seeing the wildfire.
Well, there was, but initially it was someone else's eye.
You
it
think
was the blue eye. At the beginning, we can defer to our viewers.
Yeah, but then it had the wildlings' eyes, the blue eyes. It had Stannis'. Yeah, I mean, I think Alan Taylor, who directed this episode, he directed episode 9 last season where they killed Ned Stark. I mean, he does The Sopranos. I think he does Boardwalk Empire. I'm not sure, but he's just a solid director. So when they bring him on board, it's great.
Just visually, I mean, just the scenes with Daenerys walking through those dungeons, and you just see the light of her hair and the light of the flame that she's holding.
And that last shot of all the when the winter storm
as
comes
they
in,
pan
and
out,
the zombie
and you just
army
see how many there are. Yeah, no, we're in for a lot, aren't we?
I have to confess, like I'm kind of happy this season is over, not because I don't enjoy the show, but I never really cared for this book, and I found that there were certain episodes, and people can freely disagree as your wont to, but there were just episodes in this season where it was so much about character placement, and that's fine, but
character
development, but also geographically getting characters to certain places.
Yeah, no, that's
dude, like the next part of the story is when things get serious. And I'm so excited to see.
You're saying that about the next part?
Yeah, I know.
I'm so excited.
It's like, I don't know if emotionally this season did for me what season 1 did. I mean, it had some high points, but I cannot wait. I mean, yeah.
I think for those of us who are still becoming more and more immersed in the characters, this season was more impactful than last season. Mm-hmm. And, you know, viewers can feel free to agree or disagree with me here, but I just feel like we get more and more fleshed out of this world, these characters, these families, all of everything that's going on. I felt like Tyrion really came into his own in this season.
He's the star of the show.
He is the star of the show, and he established himself as the star of the show, and that, for me, I mean, he really...
Which is what makes it so hard when you see him discarded in this episode.
And that scar, I mean, along his face.
Well, it's so much... But in the book, he gets his nose chopped off.
Really?
So he's like Phantom of the Opera in the book. He gets even worse. I mean, they're not going to disfigure, you know, CGI or however Peter Dinklage, you know, but I don't know, yeah, so, but still, he's going to have a handsome scar. It'll be like Omar from The Wire.
Ooh, I like that. So, my predictions for next season, can I do that?
Real quick, absolutely.
I predict that Joffrey will die a heinous, terrible death, or at least I hope.
So.
I really, really hope.
You want him to die?
I want him to die the worst death. The worst death.
Humiliated at the same time?
Humiliated, maimed, pain, suffering, you know, just really...
What if he doesn't? What if it's like...
Well, that would, you know...
What if it's like Prince Humperdink? He wins.
There's a kind of, you know, existentialist despair to the show, so I sort of feel like that would be beyond the realm of possibility. Okay. But...
well, I can't offer my predictions because I know what's going to happen. But I hope that it will do well. I'm going to give this episode 4 out of 5. Solid. Last episode was just spectacular.
The last episode was really mind-blowing. But, you know, I swear, I think that I didn't find any point in this episode that I wasn't completely engaged in.
Okay.
So this is going to be the first episode that I'm going to give 6-star wolves to. I
That's
really,
awesome.
really thought it was great. I thought it was a perfect season finale.
Awesome.
Better than I expected.
Cool. Well, there we go. I guess we'll have to wait till next spring, huh? Summer, fall, winter, spring.
Winter is coming.
Thank you guys for joining us this past, I guess, 10 weeks. It's been pretty awesome.
We've had so much fun.
We've had a lot of fun. And, you know, I don't know. Tell us, do you think we should do this with something else? Should we pick another show? I don't know. There's always Breaking Bad, right?
Oh, yeah,
there's always Breaking Bad. Anyway, but thank you guys so much. Please subscribe. Please tweet, like, do whatever you can, and thank you so much, and thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you.
All right, thank you guys.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.